Netizens are concluding that the Abrahamic Temple will now be the headquarters of one world religion. In my previous videos we saw, Pope declares that all religions are a path that will lead to the true God. And the world will soon just have one world worship, breaking down the walls of division between Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Christianity. And everyone will now coexist in one world religion. The real spirit of the Antichrist is now revealed. For our dear friends that have not heard of the Pope's announcement, here is the video clip.
Ma Dio è Dio per tutti.
But God is God for all.
E come Dio è Dio per tutti, noi siamo tutti figli di Dio.
And if God is God for all, then we're all sons and daughters of God.
Ma il mio Dio è più importante del tuo.
But my God is more important than your God.
È vero quello?
Is that true?
C'è un solo Dio lì. E noi sono idiomi, cammino, lingue per arrivare a Dio.
There's only one God, and each of us is a language, so to speak, in order to arrive at God.
Qualcuno è Sikh, qualcuno è musulmano, qualcuno
Sikh, Muslim,
Hindi, qualcuno cristiano,
Hindu,
ma sono
Christian.
diversi cammini.
There are different paths. Because every religion is a way to arrive at God. Because every religion is a way to arrive at God.
One world religion by the Pope. All religions are the same. This will intensify, dear friends. We will see greater abomination in the months to come. We must watch and pray. Netizens are connecting the dots now that the Abrahamic Temple will now be the headquarters of one world religion, strictly observed by the papacy. Reading on to the post, if there's no plan for one world religion, why did the United Arab Emirates build the Abrahamic family house for Catholic, Islam, and Jews in Abu Dhabi that was watched carefully by the Pope? Andrew Boyd, professor of ecumenism and interreligious dialogue, says, if the Abrahamic family house in Abu Dhabi, Islam, Catholic, Jews, is not for the center of one world religion, then what is the purpose of it? They have already called the Abrahamic Temple in Abu Dhabi the headquarters of one world religion, but now its agenda is clearly seen only by those who study Revelation 13 in a Christ-centered, law-abiding lens of prophecy. Back to Jerusalem.com says, a one-world religion headquarters is set to open in 2022. The headquarters will be called the Abrahamic Family House and is being built on an island in the Middle Eastern city of Abu Dhabi. The headquarters is being done in collaboration with Pope Francis and Sunni Muslim leader Sheikh Ahmed Al-Tayeb after they both signed a global peace covenant called the Document of Human Fraternity for World Peace. ReligionNews.com says, Abrahamic family houses changes all the rules of interfaith understanding. The mosque, church, and synagogue complex is a shining monument to tolerance. Though usually not enforced, teaching that Jesus is the only God is considered to be an act of insulting Allah and the Prophet Muhammad. And offenders can be subject to imprisonment for 5 or more years, fine from 250 dirhams, so on and so forth, and Christians may be deported. To add to the confusion of bring understanding and tolerance, Sunni Muslim leader Sheikh Ahmed Al-Tayeb, who is widely touted as a moderate Muslim, strongly believes that Muslims who convert from Islam to other religion, including Christianity, should be killed. So if the idea of one world religion headquarters is to bring tolerance and understanding, then why build it in a Muslim country where conversion is illegal? And why do it together with the Muslim cleric who teaches that Muslim apostates should be killed? Isn't that the opposite of tolerance and understanding? Does prophecy reveal that all will be required to follow the Pope of Rome, the Antichrist, and that people who will not bow will perish? In the Catechism of Catholics, this might seem surprising, in their catechism in 841. The church's relationship with the Muslims, the plan of salvation, also includes those who acknowledge the Creator in the first place, amongst whom are the Muslims. These profess to hold the faith of Abraham, and together with us, they adore the one merciful God, mankind's judge on the last day. The Catholic Catechism says, it has a statement that says Muslims worship the same God as the Catholics. The promotion that Jesus is the same level as Krishna, Allah, Buddha, Vishnu, and all others is here. Pope Francis claims that there are no false religions, since the diversity of faiths is part of God's will. All religions, creeds, faiths, and doctrines, regardless of what erroneous theories they espouse, are being taken under the wing of the Antichrist. Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, will embrace everyone as a fellow brother or sister into its universal fraternity that seeks to unite the religious world into one body. To further add to the confusion, there are a couple of notable changes. First, Abu Dhabi is a part of the UAE, where it is illegal for Christians to proselytize, and conversion from Islam is prohibited. The Pope represents Roman Catholicism, where Christians are free to convert to Islam, but citizens of Abu Dhabi are not free to choose Christ. They wanted to unite people, but they emphasize the major teachings of the Bible. Will Francis and his followers succeed in watering down Christianity? The Bible does not diversify salvation, but only through Jesus. The claim that I am the way, the truth, and the life, John 14 verse 6, is not conducive to interreligious compromise. Likewise, the assertion that no one comes to the Father but by me does not suggest that plurality and diversity of religions are willed by God. In Evangelii Gaudium, Francis seems to exempt both Jews and Muslims from any need to convert. He once told a group of Muslims, migrants, that they should find comfort in the Quran. Another time, he advised Catholics in Morocco that conversion is not your mission. And he told atheist journalist Eugenio Scalfari that proselytism is solemn nonsense. Catholicism does not believe in the righteousness of Christ, but promotes a salvation by works-based faith, exalting the traditions of men more than the commandments of God. The papal Antichrist de-emphasize the need to win souls and to be fishers of men like Jesus. Instead of uniting in truth, they are actually building towers of Babylon, confusion. I remember the biblical account in the Bible in Genesis 11. It shows us a system centered on man, the Tower of Babel, that glorifies man. Man tries to save himself and reach heaven through his own efforts, and that persecutes all those who worship the true God and obey him. God made a covenant he shown by a rainbow that he will not destroy the world again with the flood. But the Babel builders want to save themselves from another flood, so they build the Tower of Babel just in case. It is significant that we also see parallelism of the Tower of Babel, the birth of sun worship Baal, to the literal city of Babylon in the book of Daniel, where we see Daniel, Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael representing the remnant people who refused to bow down to worship the image of Babylon in Daniel 3. So as in the book of Revelation, a scarlet harlot known as Mother Babylon, representing the Catholic religious system. Like Babylon of old, this end-time religious system has become the habitation of demons, unclean spirits, and unclean birds. You can read that in Isaiah 13, 19-22. Babylon has intoxicated the earth's inhabitants with its corrupt teachings and doctrines, such as Sunday sacredness, leading them away from the true God and towards worshiping the beast, Revelation 14 verse 8. The second charge is that this apostate religious system has seduced the kings of the earth, the worldwide governing political powers, into an adulterous relationship for political and economic gain. Islam is an example of false doctrine as it teaches that Jesus is not God and a false prophet as seen in Muhammad. So why is Pope Francis having fellowship with Muslims in this way? 2 Corinthians 6:14-16, not be bound together with unbelievers, for what partnership have righteousness and lawlessness, or what fellowship has light with darkness? Thank you, dear friends. Kindly share, pass the message to all, and continue to share truth found in Bible prophecy.